What's good, everyone? It's Nigel here, Blacksthetics Apparel. So, I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone that subscribed and liked and commented on my last video. It's a bit more than usual, so it's really appreciated. So let's get straight into it. Today was back day, or last night was back day. As you can see here, someone's getting in the way of my filming straight away. Believe it was a bin man or the cleaner, and he asked me to move my camera. So so I moved my camera. And as soon as he left, I got it back up. So prior to warming up, or before warming up, well, I did warm up on 60 kilos before moving into my working sets, which was 100 kilos. So I did 100 kilos for 2 sets of 10 before moving into, well, a heavier set of barbell rows, which, to be honest, the form wasn't great. I'm making some excuses now. I've done a 12-hour shift at work and then going to the gym. It's not always as, you're not always as strong as you would be if you went to the gym first thing in the morning, having woken up. So as you get older as well, as you guys, the older guys in the audience know, it gets a little bit more difficult as you get older. But no excuses. The form wasn't great, as you can see here. I went up to 140 kilos and I did 2 sets for 8 reps. Not great form. Having realized the form was terrible, I backed down to 100 kilos so I could perfect my form. In any case, I felt it was a good few sets. I think all in all, I did 5 sets of 10 in the end. Or 2 sets of 8 on 140 kilos and 3 sets of 10 on 60 kilos. I then moved on to pendulum rows. I don't know if many of you guys do pendulum rows. Now, this is a great exercise, not only for your upper back, lower back, and hamstrings. Well, it is a great exercise for those 3, but it does test your cardio as well doing this. So if you haven't done it, look at the technique I'm utilizing here. The bar always touches the ground. You row up to you carry out your conventional barbell rows, but the only difference is you're taking the bar down to the ground and you're starting again. So you're starting from a dead stop every time you perform the exercise. So I did 4 sets of those, kept the weight fairly low at 60 kilos before I then moved on to V-bar rows, as you can see here. Again, it was 4 sets of 10 on these. Nothing to really explain here. As you know, I train on feel. I love the V-bar row for the way my lower back or the middle of my back feel when I perform that movement. So if it's one you don't do, or it's one you don't particularly add to your back day, I suggest you add those V-bar rows to your back then. Having done 4 sets of 10 on those, I moved on to your conventional dumbbell rows. Now, everyone pretty much do these on back days. You see people using different angles when they do it. I don't think it's necessary to do that. But again, like I say, I train on feel. So if you pull the dumbbell at a different angle and you feel it in your back a different way, or you feel the muscle working, then you're doing good work. So train on feel. I'm a massive advocate for training on feel. And then I moved on to your lat pull down. Again, this is a great exercise for bodybuilders or guys who step on stage. In my head, I try to replicate a rear double bicep as it's performed on stage in doing this movement. I've quickened up the video a little bit here so we could get through it, but it was a lot slower. My movements are normally a lot slower, or is a lot slower, and I'm replicating in my head. Mind-muscle connection is crucial on back days as well, because remember, you cannot see your back when performing that exercise unless you have a 4-way mirror, of course, in your gym. So mind-muscle connection is massively important. You think about that muscle when you're training it because you can't see it in the mirror. And I finished off on these. I'm not sure what these are called. Someone put it in the comment field. Tell me what they're called. But it's a great finisher. It's a great finisher. It's a great one to warm up on as well before you start your back sesh. But I always use it as a finisher. And again, I believe I finished off on 4 sets of 12, I believe, because the weight wasn't, you don't necessarily have to go heavy on these. And you would find if you try to go heavy in the standing position, the weight will pretty much lift you off the ground. So you can't particularly go heavy on this exercise anyway. Like I say, it's more like you're sweeping the floor. You would feel it in your lower back and the middle of your back as well doing this exercise. And like I say, it's a great finisher for your back day. So yeah, that pretty much was my session last night. It was a good session. It was a quick session. Another one ticked off the box, as they say. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Much love. Take care. Peace.
Well done, Fever.